Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Wildermyth, Monarchs Under the Mountain. As today we pick up where we left off last time, which, admittedly was a bit ago, so I may have forgotten exactly where we were, but... Oh, yes, it actually looks like we were right towards the end of Chapter 3. All we have to do is clear up a couple of tiles, rebuild some infrastructure. I think we can actually wrap this up today. This chapter, anyway. We've still got 2 more after this one. Oh, right, of course. We also have Lefe-felled up there. Almost missed that. Okay, let's get back to it. Doublebiding. Take back this town. Wildfolk hid, and all of the ransom Daisy Wilds was rattled when Wailing Deepest sacked Doublebiding. How will the RetconRaider set things right? Now the battles come here. Charge in. It's worked for us so far. Their charge scatters the foe. Nice. We've got a Chastised, a Merc Mother. Otherwise, nothing to really worry about here. We've also got a Fire Spirit. That's a nice bonus. Okay, so Chastised is immediately within line of sight. That's got to be our priority target. The Mushrocks and Chosen are comparatively much less immediate threats. Oh, well. Scratch that. Merc Mother's a pretty big threat too, so that's going to be a priority. Shred armor. Nice, nice. Except for on the Chastised, of course. That's the only one that somewhat resisted our efforts to whittle. Still, that should hopefully be enough. We'll go for Scalding Rain. Single target, right? Nice, nice. We'll have to clear the Mushrocks. Mushrocks out. And that's the Chastised. Thank you, Aaron. Nice to meet you. Ah, it's terrible. But, you know, I had to take a stab at it. Prep for incoming. The Chosen will be on us momentarily. Lightning on Bunny. Okay, we're in good shape. Thunderstomp. No luck. Lightning. 1 stone dead. Let's clear the Chosen. Or not. Aaron, you want to help us out here? Hornchild out. Let's go ahead and trim more armor. Oh, nice. Okay. Minor ding on Gaia. But we're good. Let's wrap this up. Oh, we still want to grab that spirit too. Where'd that thing get off to? Merc Mother's out. I was hoping we'd drop the Slinger too, but that's fine. Chosen is out. Thunder Stomp. No luck. Woken is out. But 3 more where that one came from. Drop the Slinger. There we go. And hold them at the door. Okay, now we can wrap it up. But first... Shoot, no line of sight. Let's get eyes inside. There you are. Ah, and of course you're one space too far. Crud, can anyone get that far? Nice. Alright, well, fair enough. Just how it goes sometimes. Still a solid win. With a level up to boot. And I am immediately drawn to broad swipes too. I've got to remember she has that. That is something to play in a turnaround. Suncedar Cloak, plus stunt. Which I would toss to Nolan, but he's already got one. So we'll toss it to... Yvrath. Mush rocks become more durable. And we now have access to a new recruit in Doublebide, which we will take advantage of as soon as we get the place back up and running. I've still got like 60 people on the waiting list, but we're working on it. We're getting in there. Oh, wait, no, let's get defenses up. We're 3 months out from our next incursion. Oh, geez. That's... Actually, you know what? That's... Yeah, we'll let that get through. I think we can handle that. I may come to regret that decision, but I guess we'll see. Doublebide secured. Let's dust off the waiting list. Though I do need to see if Reb is available. Which she is not. Sorry, Reb. I'm trying. You're just not showing up. So, we'll go ahead and draft someone from the waiting list. We'll be right back. And we're back, with a hearty raider welcome to Indy, the hot-headed intellectual. A listener by nature, Indy liked to sit by his father's door. There he cherished the sound of the old man's fingers sliding blocks onto the heavy black printing press. In a glade one morning he met a doe woman, who showed him the secret of disappearing. He obsessed over his studies on the emotional capacity of various known monsters. He never missed a chance to gather first-hand data. And Indy comes with the distant, wild heart, and literary hooks. Though I did consider changing literary. I think that's the one we've had that's pinged twice so far, the Library of Light event. But, you know, what the heck. Maybe they'll add a wider variety of background events by the time Indy comes off the B team. They do have another DLC in the works. Though to be fair, it does seem like it's more focused on loot and battlefield terrain. Storybook Hero. If you like that one, there's a 3-part series on the gifted flame of Doublebide that's top-notch. Do you have, like, the Spiral of Stars? We do, but good luck getting a hold of it. Someone's always reading it. Someone. I've meandered through these books so many times, content to imagine myself in fairy tales. People didn't actually fight tame gods or traverse the country to fight a dark priest, right? But then the RetconRaiders came into being, and I don't know. Maybe people do. Maybe I could. Maybe you could. Don't worry if you don't feel battle-ready right this minute. We can arrange for someone to train you up. It sounds intriguing. And Indy will train as a hunter. That'll help with patrols and scouting missions. Training complete. Oh man, and Quelling Moss. You know, normally I don't like to double up on skills, but random's gone, so I think it's kosher. Let's get Indy over to Valen, and we'll have them focus on infrastructure. And then it's really just EgonAlter and Lefe-felled. Oriel's library, back up and running. Let's get defenses going. Should go slightly faster now that we've got Indy in the mix. And reclaim this place. How will the RetconRaiders set things right? Well, how do you think? I will say, while it is nice to have a chapter with unusual victory conditions like this one, I think the game does lose a lot without the randomized events, because that, unfortunately, is the trade-off with only revisiting locations that we've already previously cleared. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am still enjoying myself. I do like a decent turn-based tactical combat game. Especially one with, you know, character inserts like these. But I very much look forward to getting into Chapter 4, so we can get back to forging our own narrative. You know, watching these characters actually grow and evolve over time. As opposed to just mowing down wave after wave of faceless mooks. Speaking of which, this should just take a moment. Merc Mother in sight. Normally a priority target, but she's out of range for the moment. Woken's out. Let's set up for incoming. Though I don't think anything will actually reach us. Father Fungus. There's a Father Fungus among us. Lightning on Gaia. And that Merc Mother is definitely within our range now. Let's take her out. Strip armor. Nice. And go for the kill. Caster's out. And that is why it's important to remember that we have Broad Swipe. Prep for incoming. I guess we could ding these guys, but that'll make it easier for them to reach us. There's our Chosen, and our Mushrocks. Light ding on Gaia. We'll have to pull her back a little. But that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, yeah. Well, definitely not now. Pretty sure the Mushrocks can't actually reach us, but We'll prep just in case. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it's not going anywhere now, so I guess we'll bring Gaia up. I was going to tuck her in back, but this thing can't move, so she is under approximately 0 risk. And we're done. Another victory. And 2 level ups this time. Fantastic. First we've got Aaron, who is going to be retiring at the end of this chapter. So it really doesn't matter what we give him. He'll only have it for 1 more fight. And Yvreth. We'll have her upgrade Elementalist. That's a solid get. Sash of Elimination. Plus stunned. And yeah, see. Sadly, Aaron will be leaving us at the end of this chapter. Which I suppose means we should toss the sash to Gaia. She'll have to pick up the slack once Aaron's gone in Chapter 4. Double mush rocks. Okay, now we're getting serious. Let's get GreenEchoes back up and running. Then Low Creek Dam. And we are almost ready to wrap this thing up. Yeah, it's just these 3 tiles on the southwest. Get a bridge up to Lefe-felled. And then retake our final target. A lot of scary enemies coming into play here, but nothing for the deepest. Incursion's coming in too fast. We'll have to do some damage control. But we can also still get the bridge going. I mean, look, if the incursion comes in at a manageable spot, we'll just rush Lefe-felled instead. Oh, right, of course. It can only come from Lefe-felled because that's the only tile that's still infested. Right. Well, that actually makes things much simpler. Yeah, we'll just punch right in, knock out Lefe-felled, and that should short-circuit the incursion. Problem solved. Take back this town. This spring will be remembered for generations. Their charge scatters the foes. And you know, for a final fight, this actually isn't that bad. The Chastised is bad news, as is the Shadowhunter, but otherwise, this is entirely manageable. Though I will admit, I'm always a bit leery when the biggest threats aren't in immediate view. Oh, hey, there we go. Shadowhunter and Chastise, medium range. No luck with the Stomp. And no luck with the Arc. So we'll just focus on taking down the closer guys first. And hope the Shadowhunter and the Chastise don't do too much damage on their turn. I'm not too worried, but it is a risky play. RNG can be cruel in this game. All it takes is one bad turn to lose a hero. In fact, let's see if we can drop the Chastised. Nice, nice. That's not a bad start. And that will do it. Fantastic. Now we'll go for the Mush Rocks. Oh, close. No way Urkel Bits is getting in there, so that's fine. Still a good turn. Gaia hobbled. Hornchild out. And the Shadow Hunter whiffs. Rightio, let's take out that Shadow Hunter. Clear the other nearby mooks. Maybe the Father Fungus, too, if we can actually... No, we'll focus on the closer targets first. Oh, nice. That will do it. Gaia could have actually soloed the Shadow Hunter. It was just more tactically sound to have Aaron strike the killing blow. That guy as good as dead. He should hopefully burn to death once his turn comes up. Oh. Oh, wow, I didn't account for that. Right, yeah. He, Okay. Things did not go quite as planned, but that's fine. We're fine. Broad swipes. And that, of course, is where Gaia shines. Let's wrap this up. Woken out. And Fungus cleared. No level ups this time, but that's fine. Stormbreak of Mournfair. Tier 2 Great Axe. Pretty happy with our spears. We'll just scrap that. Double upgrade on the deepists. On our two deadliest foes, too. Shadow Hunters and Merc Mothers. That is unfortunate. And in theory, once we've got Lefe-felled back up, we should be done. Yes. The Trusted Road. A couple of timber cutters haul their logs towards the market in Doublebide. Or, well, Kessie the cow does most of the hauling. Feel free to ride for a bit. Old girl's strong. Aren't you, Kessie? Go talk to the... She eats like she's strong anyway. Go on, hop up there. That's what I need, is a resin stain in the worst possible place. They roll through the rest of the day. To the feet of the mountains. Bring her up here, hun. The clover's thick. I think she can smell it. Moo. Oh, on second thought. Just an old dried up skull. You're not offended, are you, girl? Afternoon, travelers. Headed to town? That your wood down the hill? Sure, I'm June-Gwen. This is my wife, Milana. This is our cow, and that's what Spring gave us, down there in that cart. Good time for lumber. Doublebide's growing. As for us, we know who you are. Bunny and Dowdy Aaron, Lawful G. A few seasons back, we wouldn't have dared this road, but now... Truly, we owe you our livelihoods. Anything you need. That evening... Dowdy doesn't feel like a compliment, does it? Here, let me roast your bird for you. I can get the skin nice and crispy. Oh, and I guess that's it. Or not. Lefe-felled is rebuilt. Are we done? Yes, okay, we are done. That's our final yield on resources. And there's our 10 years of peace. Not too shabby, Raiders. I was actually expecting a bit more of a spectacular finale for the chapter, but I guess I'm not complaining. Plenty of time for that in Chapter 4 and 5. Trimmed a couple of minor upgrades, no big deal. Let's see what comes in with the tidings. During the years of peace, Bunny took up with a soft-hearted man who lived at the edge of Doublebide. One would patch the roof, one would weed the garden, and Bunny marveled at how fulfilled she felt by his side. Business boomed at Trundledale Quarry when Gladville built a new tower near its center. Gaia would come for loads of stone and tell the quarrymaster stories from her favorite fights. Yvreth was acquired by a family of cats for a few seasons. She would watch them stalk birds in the mornings, but always shouted to alert the birds at the last moment. Valen and Gaia kept up a schedule of sparring afternoons. Valen punctuated almost every thrust with a witty comment. You never treated the deepest to this banter. Why waste your breath on an audience that won't appreciate it? You're saying I do? Ouch. While out for an evening stroll, Nolan accidentally locked eyes with a forest squirrel. In the long years ahead, it would prove a tolerable companion and comfort in his old age. Gaia was visited once by a man cloaked in ivy. The spirit laid 3 futures out for Gaia to pick from. After careful deliberation, one was finally picked. Tidings are very Gaia-centric this time around. Aaron finally scraped the sadness off the inside of his heart. and poured it into songs. He sang them sometimes, to bees and mossy logs. Aaron Lawful G has retired. Ah, Aaron, sorry to see you go, buddy. Oh, Nolan's son has reached adventuring age. Mordir Lob has joined the Retcon Raiders as a warrior. Nolan, you sly dog, I had no idea. We'll have to bust the waiting list back out, see what warriors we have in the queue. We have to choose a starting skill, and, I mean, honestly, of these three, Broad Swipes is pretty tempting, but I don't want to double up, that's already Gaia's thing. So, I guess we'll go for Engage. Who knows, maybe they've actually improved it since last time I tried it. In the years leading up to his retirement, Aaron quieted down some. He spent many nights simply lost in thought. Then, like a dawning sun, his laughter grew bright, and he started narrating long, riveting tales from his life. The lucky ones, who listened, learned more than even they supposed. Who benefited most from Aaron's wisdom? Well, that is an interesting question, because we have two potential candidates here, Indy and Mordir. Though I suppose between the two, Indy is slightly more established. Well, we did just lose Aaron, so we could use another fighter for the front line. Yeah, sorry, Indy. That bumps Mordir up to level 3, picks up 2 more powers. Interesting, okay. Ooh, Sentinel and Paladin, those are both great. Okay, let's go for Paladin first. But if the Engage upgrade comes up again, I do want to take that. Ooh, Paladin upgrade. Well, that's even better. We will absolutely take that. Nolan's transformation is complete. He loses his final limb, converted to pure energy. But in exchange, he now has a much more potent crowd control attack. And as per usual, we'll avoid rocking Valen. Though we did get an achievement. Very nice. And upgrades. Which, as per usual, I'll largely handle off-screen, especially now that we have a new guy that we have to break in. Mordir Lob, the greedy coward. Well, I'm almost sorry to do this, but the next person in line for Warrior is Rowan Church, so I hope you don't mind being a greedy coward. Though if it's any consolation, you're jumping the queue into the A squad, so that's certainly nothing to sneeze at. Again, with apologies to Indy, he'll be fast-tracked into the A squad in Season 4. The story of Rowan Church. The first girl he loved died tragically. It left a mighty crack in his world, through which all youthful hope gradually drained away. He once lost his spirit and fled a pitched battle before the day was decided. And after that, he was never quite the same. He loved his family, so he buckled down 100 fears and fought, that those at home could know safety. Huh. You know what? That's not a bad backstory. He comes across as a rookie who recognizes the mistakes of his youth and, inspired by his father, now seeks to make up for them. I like that. That said, let me get our equipment set, and we will be right back. And we're back, with yet another round of modest upgrades. Though really, given that Chapter 3 was all about reacquiring resources we had already secured as opposed to securing new ones, we're still pretty badly choke-pointed on ingots and spell threads. One thing I did try to do, though, was make sure that Rowan got some halfway decent gear. I mean, it's not much, but he's a level 3 character going into Chapter 4 of a max difficulty campaign, so he needs all the help he can get. Moving on. It's a pretty place, I'll say that. Nolan dips his jug to fill in the rocky spring. And senses he's not alone. Oh, you're quiet. Please, this way. What if I just turn around? The hillwoman follows a fern-dressed footpath that climbs the cliffside, up to the humming forest overhead. Nolan traces her steps, wary and wondering what's waiting at the top. What he finds is not what he imagined. Many weeks later. Seems you're pretty fortunate to make it back. Fortunate? Maybe. I thought I was careful. At least I kept my composure. Oh. Don't be alarmed, son lover. Don't raise your weapon. It's a forceful way to deliver an invitation. Exactly. Hard to begin negotiation under threat. An invitation to where? A parley, in the neutral place of our choosing. Don't suppose we can arrange our own alternative? We don't even know how to ask. And what exactly do we get out of this? Know what I mean? What terms are we even discussing here? What she said to me. We've held back, given you time, but the peace you are so desperate to keep, it does not benefit us. We will shatter it, spurn us, and our ranks will rise to swallow every rain-softened township that's ever sheltered you. Sounds like a bluff. Could be. Not sure myself. We will await your arrival. Just know that the peace will not last if you fail to honor our request. What peace? Sure, the deepest have been quiet, but there's always word of new things creeping around out there. The wilds aren't safe. I'll just say it. I don't think we have much choice. Not if we care what happens to the people who are relying on us. Please. My father didn't survive the last upheaval. I know I have no right to ask you, but please, don't let it happen again. Well, let's keep our eyes open. Focus on the immediate stuff. Build. Defend. Then we talk. When we're ready. I wonder what they'll offer us, and I wonder if we'll live to give an answer. That's a good question. I actually do know what the offer is, but I am undecided on exactly how we will respond. Might have to consult some of the raiders. The shadows deepen. And Chapter 4. Current goal, parley with the deep ones. And look at that, we have another recruitment opportunity. Wow, we might be able to get 2 active squads going at once. Which honestly, given that we're under mounting time pressures, might not be a bad idea. We have a fair few unexplored territories here to secure. Not to mention a cliffside to carve through. Yeah. If we pick up this new recruit, we'll have 2 squads of 4. I think that might actually be doable. Risky on max difficulty, but I'll have to give that some thought. I mean, I guess worst case scenario, we lose someone, and then we just pool our resources back into an A squad and go back to the way we were doing things in earlier chapters, but if we can actually get 2 viable squads going at once, that would be fantastic. Especially if we luck out and stumble into additional recruitment events. Oh goodness, I also just noticed that apparently Nolan and Gaia are both retiring at the end of Chapter 4, so clearly we've got some long-term party planning to do. We'll hit the pause button for now, I will consider our options, and we'll pick up here next time. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Revenant, Alois, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, Theory V23, EgonAlter, Emile, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Rowan Church, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.